It's not red.
Hello, everybody. This is Joy and Sean coming to you from Sean and Joy Happy Hour. I guess we have to
Where the
give
hell are
ourselves
you?
a
You've
name.
been drinking already. My
I
goodness.
know, I
Gosh,
know.
it's early afternoon.
I still keep wanting to say sock talks all the
It is
time.
a long weekend, so you're starting Thursday afternoon. That's okay.
I know
That's all
it's a
right.
holiday weekend,
Yeah,
it is. That's why I got my flag shirt on here today.
I know. Wait. Okay.
So yes, there you go.
Perfect.
So anyways, awesome. Thanks for joining us here today as we ramble on. Hey, I hope you caught our video last week. We really enjoyed sharing postcard ideas with you guys. And we could do that every week, but that's the fun thing of what we're
Got one
doing.
to this week
Yeah,
from
yeah.
Joy. It's my vision board. There's my Janis Joplin Porsche 1964,
There you
and I'm gonna
go.
own it
There
one
you
day.
go. So, and it's really fun. But you know what? It's that's only a piece. It's not money making, right? We're not making money just because we send these little postcards. We got to take it another step. So we thought
Here,
maybe today we would
it's
share with
it's
you.
the first mission statement. We're acting on our promptings,
That's right. That's
but we
right.
also want to help millions of others do the same thing, which then can create a vehicle for financial freedom.
There you go.
And just like Cody said, we've done the first one very well,
Mhm.
very well,
And we're doing it really super well with these postcards.
really super well with the
Yeah.
postcards.
Hmm.
It's now time to build that momentum and turn on that income faucet on the second one. And that's all. I mean, Cody can lay out the groundwork. He can give us all the tools. Jordan can share the postcard mania. It, but it's up to us
Hmm.
to show people.
That's right. That's
And if
right.
you're not happy with your income, go to the mirror, and it's that person's fault that's standing in the mirror.
Perfect. Yeah,
You know,
it
it's not
is.
it's not who's above you, who you brought on and didn't do anything. It's just it's up to you. I mean, and it's so we're going to kind of talk what can we do to make that easier?
Yeah, exactly. I
What
mean,
steps
what
can you
what
take?
is the next step? What is the next step? So, okay, so you send your postcard and somebody reaches back and says thank you. How many of you out there just say, "Oh, you're welcome. Have a great day." And you
I
step
believe
away.
that's what's called low hanging fruit
Yes,
in the business
exactly.
world.
You know, and so what can you say? Sean, share with us. What do you do with that? When someone,
So obviously you're welcome.
Mhm.
And then you almost I like the almost you know what? I don't think I've ever shown you how I do that. Oh my gosh, when do you have time? Half hour most. And I'm going to have you send a postcard to somebody or a card to somebody.
Mhm.
What's good for you next week? And I try to do the presumptive, and then you can even narrow, is Tuesday or Wednesday better? Do the whole thing. But I just like, you're welcome. And my gosh, have I never shown you how to do that? I did it right from my phone. It's so easy. When can we schedule a time, a Zoom that I can show you?
Mhm. Mhm.
And then shut up
Yeah.
or hit send back. That's
Yeah.
it. Now,
Exactly.
they don't
Exactly.
respond, you know, that's when maybe you can say, hey, would you mind if I shared something with you? And that's when you can share Jordan's video.
Mhm.
If they respond, say, sure, let's next Tuesday's great. Great. Set it up, walk them through sending a card, show them. And I got to go right to the unlimited plans because that's really is the best value.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's another thing. We'll come back, circle back around with that because I want to share with when somebody does respond back on the postcard. Of course, yeah, yeah. You're welcome. It was so fun. I'm having such a good time doing this. They're like, hey, would you like to pay it forward? Hey, would
Yep.
you like to, kind of see what I'm doing? I have a short 2-minute video to give you a hint on what we're doing. Kind of thing is another way. And I do like to say the paying it forward. Would you like to pay it forward to somebody else instead of your card?
And maybe even go, whose picture have you seen on Facebook the last couple of days that you think that would make a great card?
Hmm.
Oh, what a cool picture! Or what a cool picture! Well, great. Let's send it to them.
Hmm. Hmm. And I think also with the postcard mania going on, you're going to see what card you sent them. Make some kind of comment about the card itself too. Like, I know that looked like you guys had such a great time. Especially if it was like a group of people. It's like, look like you guys had a great time on that vacation. And
Well,
like,
it's
hey,
yeah.
anybody else on that vacation, and you can send each of them one of these cards. Something like that'll work too. And for those of you that are getting outside your comfort zone by asking and what you don't want to feel like you're jumping on them or that kind of a thing, you can always circle back around after you've done your thank you, you're welcome, it's a lot of fun, da da da. Continue that conversation and say, hey, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned to you, but you can, you can pay it forward. You can pay it forward. It's only $97 a month, or
And
whatever
the
you want to
old,
say.
I'm showing lots of people and they're using it because people don't want to be left out of something.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are uncomfortable with making that transition, it's always said the thing you're most uncomfortable with is probably your breakthrough once you do it. So get over it, get over yourself. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
If you approach 10 people and 5 say yes, that's 5 walkthroughs this week. How many do you really have scheduled?
Mm-hmm.
Let's be real.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean, if you're struggling, the appointment, the walkthrough is the key.
Yeah, it is. It
um,
is.
and then that just goes back to kind of the video. The more connections you have, the more cards or postcards you send to people, the deeper the connections get. Then that increases your influence, which then increases your connections, which increases your ability to deepen those connections, which increases. I mean, it's just a full circle thing. The
Mhm.
circle may be this, and then then it's going to be
Yeah.
like this.
Ripple. Yeah.
So, you know, I don't know what to tell you if you don't want to approach somebody, but get over it. Just do
Yeah.
it. Let's do the
Yeah.
Nike thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Just
So,
do it. Sometimes, however you set your goals and your consistency up yourself, challenge yourself to how many no's you're going to get in a day,
right.
and don't, that'll break you. That'll
The Go
really
for No
break
and
you.
the Go for No book is a great one to get that.
Yes, it is.
You know,
Yes, it is. The Go for No book is perfect because, it just kind of gets you over that little bit of a uncomfortable feeling because you're 100% right, John.
that's okay,
John.
Barb.
Yeah.
That's all right.
You're 100%
We've only been
right.
doing this a year and a half, known you for
Yeah.
5 or 6, but yeah, John's okay.
See, I was looking at my name. I added the J to it. And that's why,
Now you're getting
so
a
who
card.
knows? But you're 100% right when you say that, if it's uncomfortable, that's the point you want to push,
Right.
because your action action promotes, how do they put that? Action
Action takes you out of
promotes,
fear.
yeah, it takes you out of fear, and it's at that point, as soon as you feel like I can't do it anymore, take that one extra step and you're
Right.
going to be heading right in the right
And the
direction.
Go for No thing is a great example. I love the example in that book where you say, I'm going to set 10, I'm going to get 10 appointments for walkthroughs today. I'm going to get 10. Or if you say, I'm going to get 10 no's, you might get 15 or 20 walkthroughs,
It's true.
you know? Um, and then, you can always, hey, would you do me a favor? Can I share it with, if you're newer, hey, you know what? I just got started with this and they don't know when you got started. So it could have been 5 years ago, but maybe you're just getting started
You're
again.
getting restarted. Yeah.
We're all new as of February 1st anyway.
Yeah, that's right.
So, hey, I just got started with this. Haven't you sent me cards? No, but I'd love to. Can I walk you through it? I'm trying to get better at that. Would you do me
Mhm.
a favor? People, oh, sure, love to. And then you're going to send a card to somebody that you care about with a great picture. We're just going to, like you said, we're going to pay it forward. Let's pay it forward to somebody.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm.
I just, I think it's time for us to build some momentum. And it's again, it's all up to us,
Right.
that person looking at you in the mirror. So,
Yeah, exactly. And exactly. If you're not going to take that first step to, we're winding into consistency, but if you're not going to take that first step to reach out to people every day, you're not going to get there either.
right,
You've got to have something, and it can't be just like, oh, I don't feel like it today, or I got too busy today and I can't do it. It's a matter of, you've got to do something every day in your business.
right.
You've
Well,
got
if
to get,
it's
that's the only way you're going to get the momentum.
absolutely, I
Hmm.
think if it's always the joke. It's, network marketing is easy to get into, but it's easy not to do because you typically the upfront cost isn't that much. Where if you spent 100 or $250,000 on a franchise, you can do everything you can
Hmm.
to get that done. And a lot of times, this will pay you more than the franchise and give you more freedom.
Hmm. Yeah.
But I don't know, it's human nature. But you just have to, break through. make that first one. And then when somebody, sure. And it's like,
Yeah.
yes, I'm sitting up a little taller. Let me, then it's just have fun and see how many you can set for the day for the next week or this week. This weekend, people are going to post a lot of pictures on Facebook. And if you can't do 100 postcards, you're missing out. I did 64 last weekend, and it was probably an hour and a half of my time if I added it all up. It was and I do it from my phone. When I do the postcards or flat card, I do it from my phone. It's just so much easier. Save the photo, put it on a card, write something real quick, out it goes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
See, I think the thing, and I think this postcard mania that we have going on too, has really kind of helped us, helped a lot of people not to like do so much focus on what you're saying on the inside,
right.
and that type of thing. It's like find something. I have found myself looking at the photo. It's like, okay, this is like a cute photo. Okay, what can I say cute about this photo? And just like a one-liner.
Right.
And it's funny how things are. I think of you, Sean, all the time because I hear Sean can put this in a
I've
minute.
struggled with a couple pictures like, what would I,
Yeah, exactly.
but
And
then
when I find myself doing that, I think, okay, what would
I'm going to
Sean
get you,
say?
I'm going to get you a little bracelet. What would do?
Yeah.
What would
What would
Sean say?
Sean say on this guy?
WWSS. Just think of that.
Yeah,
Oh, I
because
can't say that.
we have a tendency to look at it and it's related to that person, and I mean, gosh, you just don't overthink it.
No.
Just
And you know
something.
what? It's always been said, it's not going to, it doesn't matter what you say on the back because the picture is worth 1,000 words. And
Yeah.
once they see that picture at the mailbox, that's the keeper. And if you do it right, that thing's going to get put in a frame or put on the fridge, and no one's going to see the back until somebody takes it off. And
Yeah.
oh, that's right, Sean sent me that.
And
Or something.
every card you send, you're doing something special to that person that they're in their mind. They're not going to tell you all the time, but in their mind, something clicked with a smile, remembering you because
Right.
you took the time. You took the time to do something like that.
And remember, you're doing these cards just to give.
Right.
If I can't tell you how many Mother's Day cards I sent, and I've heard from 4 or 5 people,
Mm-hmm.
hey, thank you,
Mm-hmm.
but it wasn't all of them.
Mm-hmm.
I got a thank you for the birthday card yesterday, and I'm like, oh my God, when? And it was actually I got 2 yesterday. Hey, I'm so sorry. I've been meaning to say something. Thanks for the cards, or thanks for the birthday card. And then I have to go back. I'm like, oh, I sent that in February. It's on people's minds, but
Yeah.
they all get busy. But when that was 2 yesterday, well, great. And I never shown you. Let's set a time. Let's
Mm-hmm.
let's find a picture on Facebook you like, and let's send that person a card. And if you don't have the address, just ask for it in Messenger, because then you're teaching them it's no big deal to get the address
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
as well.
Yeah, yeah. So I know a lot of you probably watching say, well, yeah, 1 minute you're saying to send it for the right reasons. The next minute you're saying, look at the business, or look at the look
But
at what
that's
you
when they
have.
respond.
It's the
I do not, and honestly, Joy, I do not send, I see a picture and I never think, God, I know they're going to call me and I can set an
Oh, I
appointment.
know, I know. We
It's
don't.
it's always just because what a cool picture. And when they do, and more times, I can tell you this, if you think you're going to get business out of it, you're never going to get business out of it. If you're doing it for the right reasons, they're going to call you, they're going to text you, they're going to message you and say thank you. And there's not, it's a transition.
Mm-hmm.
If you went tonight, saw a great movie, and you saw your friend tomorrow, dude, I saw this awesome movie. It was so cool. It had blah, 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 blah. You'd be all, but for some reason we think, well, it's my business. I don't want to, encroach. You get over it.
Yeah,
That person, you might be showing somebody and they want to make an extra $500 because of what happened last year.
exactly.
You got put that in your mind that what can I help this person do, and what would they do with that? You don't know. People aren't going to tell you.
Mm-hmm.
So the cards are sent. You're sending the cards for the right reasons, but when people respond, that's the low hanging fruit to say, hey, let's set a time where I can show you how I do it. It's so
Mm-hmm.
easy. I do it from my phone. Now we're going to do it from the computer.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
um, but you can even on Zoom, you can have them walk through on their phone if they.
Oh, sure, sure. Yeah, I had somebody the other day. It's like, and she was trying to Okay, how was it? She was for some reason she was trying to get it onto the Zoom, and I said, no, 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 don't worry about it. Let me talk you through it. You
Yeah.
know, and you guys know it well enough to be able to talk people through
And
it.
if they're like, what screen are you looking at? Oh, okay. All right, you're here. Okay, then yeah. So,
Yeah, exactly. You know, you just like, okay, where are you at? Okay, you have an Android, I have an iPhone. Well, okay, I think on the Androids it's up there. Check and see. You're looking for.
and you know
You know,
what? If you fumble around a little bit, people are going to think, well, I can do this.
it's
If you're
normal.
perfect with and it just goes. I love you can't show the right. What is it? You can't
You
do if
can't
you do the
show the
perfect.
right person the right, you can't show the wrong person the right thing or the right person the wrong thing or something like that.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So, just have fun. Don't take it too seriously. But you gotta put in the work so we build some momentum and you know
Take
blow
it to
this
the
thing
next
up.
step. Take it to the next step,
Yep.
and you take it to the next step, not looking at it as part of your business. You take it to the next step on what it's going to do for them when they send that card.
Right.
What are they going to feel like when that person is at the receiving end of that card?
And says thank you. Yeah.
What are they going to feel like? Don't you want them to feel the same way that you felt when you got that card?
That last Friday, I walked somebody through my BNI group the week before, and he sent it to his mother-in-law. And on Friday we had our power team, and he said his turn came up. He said, "Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Sean because he had me send a card. I sent it to my mother-in-law, and she was like, 'Oh my God, wow, you can't believe what I just got.'" And I'm like, "First of all, you got mother-in-law points. You can't lose there, you know." But and it was that perfect response.
Yeah.
And he said, "I have like 10 people I want to share with." I'm like, "Okay, let's go."
Hmm.
I
Hmm.
mean, and they're doing it for the right reasons. When you walk somebody through, think of somebody, and that's what you really want to get them. Who do you care about? Who, who would just see a great? I just found one. It was somebody's little girl's first birthday, and it's a beautiful picture. That on the front and the back, I just put first birthday.
Hmm.
They're
Hmm.
going to keep that, and I'm not doing it for them to call me.
Yeah.
And if they do, I'll probably go, okay, what did I send them?
I know. I can't tell you how
Which
many
is
times I
okay.
go back and it looks like, hey, what card did I send them?
Thank God for card history.
Yeah, thank goodness you can see the pictures on the card.
Right. Yeah,
You
absolutely.
remember days ago you
Yep.
couldn't,
Yep.
years ago you couldn't do that. All you saw was the card, you just didn't
Yep.
see the pictures. Like, oh my God, I love the picture on there.
Oh, you're welcome. It was great.
Yeah, it's like, okay, what did I
So your
say?
homework this weekend is to send lots of postcards, and then when you get responses next week, is to turn them into appointments.
Yeah.
Offer. Just if you don't want to think of it that way, offer them. Let me show you how I did that.
Yep.
I'd love to. Love to. I can't believe I haven't done that yet. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm just showing
How
so
did I
many people.
miss you?
I'm
How
just
did
showing
I?
so many people, and they're having so much fun with it. I can't believe I did. Again, people don't want to miss out on stuff.
Hmm. Hmm.
So
That's a good point. Really good
yeah,
point. So,
I
okay.
talked to both your neighbors. Oh my, I can't believe I didn't talk to you.
Yeah. How did I miss you?
I didn't even know you knew my neighbors. Yeah. Bob and Susie, we go way back.
Yeah.
So anyway,
All good. All good.
yep,
Okay. Awesome. Well, hey, have a beautiful Memorial Day weekend.
yep.
Hard to believe it's the end of May already,
I know.
but it is. Celebrate with those. That's lots of picnics going on, I'm sure.
Yep. Remember those that have, unfortunately lost their lives to help us do this kind of stuff.
Exactly.
So that's what this
Exactly.
weekend's about. So,
Yep, that's
yep,
exactly what Memorial Day is about, and remembering and celebrating all the things they did for us to let us be the freedom that we have today. So,
yep, absolutely.
okay,
All
awesome.
right.
Well, hey,
Have a
thanks
great long
everybody
weekend.
for tuning in. See you next week. Send
Yep,
us postcards, but take it to the next step.
yep.
You know,
Perfect.
awesome. Bye,
Take care.
everybody. Have a good one.
Bye bye.